the season. Say one thing, just give me a reason. Knowing you're mad, I'm undefeated. Top dog, making it even. Oh, I had to get back up. I had to get back up. I can't take no longer. You better call back up. I'm running it down to finish. I don't play, get down to get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm litty. I know that you're trying to go big. Better run up the cash, you love to spin. Made it, kill it, and did it again. But it's in on down to win.
Hey everybody, it's the coach. This is Madden Football on EA Sports. Up next, we've got a good one on tap between the visiting Arizona Cardinals and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. With that, let's head over to Raymond James Stadium in Tampa. For the call of this one, we bring in our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thanks. EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us on the west coast of the Sunshine State. Downtown Tampa's the spot, Raymond James Stadium. Just a short time ago, the Buccaneers emerging from their tunnel to the roar of this frenzied crowd here in the Sunshine State. And we're in the big ship, and fittingly, everyone here ready to do battle as Tampa Bay gets ready to match up with the Arizona Cardinals. Hi again, everyone. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. And, Charles, you take a look at this Buccaneer ball club. They come in the midst of a pretty bad stretch here. Losers of 5 straight.
So many different reasons teams hit the losing skids, but the best way out of it, something has to happen positive early in the game.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Cardinals here, things haven't gone exactly according to plan to this point. But, boy, you and I down there with them before the game, they were fired up.
And they understand.
The shadows starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Cardinals set to go on offense. It'll be Kyler Murray leading the way. What a year for him at Oklahoma in 2018. Heisman Trophy winner, better than 4,300 passing yards, 42 touchdowns. And don't forget about running the football as well. He had a 1,000-yard season rushing it with 12 touchdowns on the ground as well. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They fake the handoff. Now Murray. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's 2nd down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. Christian Kirk, the man he was looking for, and it's 3rd down. And let's look now at the offensive starters for the Cardinals.
And the play of this offensive line is going to be so important in this game because we saw the sack a minute or so ago. They've got to be able to give their guy time to throw. That means communication and being physical is vital. Otherwise, this could be a long game.
Murray with a 3rd and long. Now he lets it go deep for Kirk. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. So here come the Bucs under their new head coach, Bruce Arians. They'll be led out by the number 1 overall pick back in 2015 out of Florida State, Jameis Winston.
And no excitement unless you're on the defensive team of last week in his numbers, because the only excitement he really generated was the 1 interception he threw.
Yeah, no touchdown passes.
Yeah, and his team wasn't real thrilled about that. And they lost the game. So I know this week has been tough on him because he's been working hard. Fundamentals, footwork, finding the right targets. And bottom line, how do they get a win?
Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that would look pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard, inadvertent or not. Now it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. From the gun, Winston. And that's complete. It's Ellington. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll make it 2nd down. And we get a glance now at the Buccaneer offense.
Peyton Barber had his best year running the football in 2018, and he was 9th in the league last year in rushing attempts. The only issue, yards per carry. Total yards under 900. New head coach Bruce Arians, he believes he can improve his efficiency.
This is Peyton Barber. He led them in rushing a season ago. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead them to 3rd down. Well, look now at our starting defense. They've had their trouble stopping the run, Charles. Currently 29th in the NFL in that department.
For some defensive fronts, playing the run is not the priority. It's playing the pass, right? They get upfield, they rush the passer, and sometimes neglect stopping the run. That's something that they have to work on and reverse a little bit. Make sure you play the run on your way back to the quarterback.
And he's going to have the 1st down at about the 38. A familiar ring to that one. Winston to Evans for the Buccaneer first. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. This is Ellington. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. So we'll look here at the key inactives, and we got this list before the game down on the field. They tell us the same thing every time, don't they? Next man up.
No excuses. Be ready to play. That's the mantra of every organization. The key is having guys on the roster who are capable of filling in and playing at a high level. That's when you know you've drafted well, scouted free agents well, and stocked your team just the way you're supposed to.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. Finds his man, Watson, over the middle. And he's going to be brought down short of the 1st at about the 31-yard line. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys a little bit jumpy.
You do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went 3
and out. And now they have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now Murray throwing on 2nd down. He gets it into the hands of Larry Fitzgerald. A Cardinal 1st down on a gain of 13.
A gain of 13 yards. 1st down, Cardinals.
They go play action here on 1st down. On the move to his left. He's going to take off with it. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A 1st down, a 16-yard gain.
16 yards.
Well, we know that Murray can run the football. He rushed for 1,000 yards during his final year at Oklahoma, better than 7 yards per carry. And Cliff Kingsbury says, I trust him running the football. This is a guy that has known his quarterback since 2012 when Murray was a sophomore in high school. Kingsbury was in the OC at Texas A&M. He would go on to take the Texas Tech job, but the two maintained a great relationship. Both are from Texas, both quarterbacks, and both with fathers heavily involved in their football careers. With Cliff Kingsbury, he trusts his quarterback implicitly. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll try again down here with Foster. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. Murray now, 3rd and goal. They'll roll him out right. And he will score. Touchdown, Cardinals. Kyler Murray with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. He continues to show at this level that he can not only pass for touchdowns, he can run for touchdowns.
Not the first time we've seen this, because this young guy, he really makes it happen. So what that tells me is the book on him has to change. You got to now plan for those legs as well as him throwing the football.
Gonzalez good on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. So the drive there took 6 plays, and the play that polished it off was the touchdown run by Kyler Murray. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they were in field goal range last time out, but couldn't connect.
And it's early in the game, so I don't think that the confidence just goes entirely out of, running your kicker back out there. But let's face it, some coaches have a little bit less patience for that than others. Let's see if they call the game differently now in terms of what they do on drives and not try and settle for field goals.
The throw over the middle taken in, and he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
On play action, Winston. He's going to let this one go deep. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
Foul, roughing the passer, defense.
So a pretty early first quarter roughing the passer penalty.
Seems like the officials are going to let everyone know they're taking charge of this game. They're always going to protect the quarterback.
Jameis throwing here. That's complete to Perriman. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. A good pickup there, 21 yards. Barber on 1st and 10. And I think we've got a hold here. It's a 5-yard pickup for the moment.
Holding.
Let's see what our referee says. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Working out of the gun, Winston. And Watson has it right side. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be a 2nd down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd.
Now it's a bootleg with Winston. He'll find Barber out of the backfield. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and it'll be 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. So he gets an early chance to redeem himself, and he's able to put that one through.
And how happy is he that he's able to get that second chance so quickly after the first miss, gets his confidence back up, and who knows, they may need him for an even bigger kick later in the game.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
12 yards to pick up, good enough for an Arizona first. On 1st down, Logan pushing forward for 3 up to the 48. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
From the pistol, it's Foster. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down.
Devin White down the tackle. It's a gain of a yard. And it's 3rd.
Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. He hits White, complete. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 33. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10, down at the 33. They run the counter. It's Logan. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. Delayed give to Foster. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down.
A 3-yard pickup. And it's 3rd down.
After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. On 3rd down, Logan. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
So it's an empty possession, and as a kicker, not the way you want to start your day's work.
And now each team's missed a field goal here so far, Brandon, so apparently neither guy is immune.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a first down.
Peyton Barber, a surprise workhorse for the Buccaneers in 2018. I don't think they expected him to have 234 carries, but he certainly felt like he could carry the load and just carried it there for a nice gain.
Now the throw here complete on the right sideline. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. A gain of 6 there on first.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Winston, he's got this one complete to Perriman. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals 33. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Winston gives to Barber. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. On 2nd down, it's Barber. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
It's now 3rd and 4.
Winston from the gun on 3rd down.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times, and what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play. Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
And things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to the goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Getting set to go again, we get a peek at Larry Fitzgerald as he heads back out there now. 2nd quarter here, he has only 1 catch, but they have the lead. You got to think there's going to be more involved at some point.
That's what you would expect, but sometimes what defenses do to take away a player of his magnitude, it costs them in other areas. And right now, with them losing, they may have to change their focus, and maybe he will open up a little bit more as the game goes on.
Well, so far, just the single catch. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. Now, that's a familiar connection right there. Christian Kirk was in the same class as Kyler Murray at Texas A&M. They played together as freshmen before Murray transferred. Kirk, though, he stayed in College Station, had a great 3-year career before being drafted 47th overall in 2018. Was having a solid rookie campaign last year, but then broke his foot in Week 13 and was shut down the rest of the way. Now he'll pull it down, and he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's third down. On third down, Logan. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. A gain of 10, first down, Arizona. From the 34 now, here's first and 10.
Mike, I'm going to come back to you. I'm going to come back to you.
Murray now on first down. And his throw here's incomplete. He was looking for Charles Clay as tight end. And it's second down. From the 34, they'll come to the line on second and 10. They'll run it here with Logan. Only a yard on the pickup there, so it leaves them needing a conversion here on third and a tough 9. They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on third down. He's got White here. And they move this all the way down to the 9. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. T.J. Logan, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Cardinals push further out in front.
I know the play ends up in the end zone with one person carrying the ball, but how about that big mass of humanity that guided him to that spot?
Yeah, they got there, but I love the dive. Always a fan of the dive. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. That time a 9-play drive and a 9-yard run on the end of it. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This one taken from the 7. And a good return up past the 30, but was it aided by an illegal block or a hold? Let's see. So holding will scratch off some of that return.
And I know fans get frustrated when they see penalties of this sort on kick returns, but it is difficult to do it right against these moving targets at full speed. Hard to do.
That first down completion only netted him 3. Second and 7. On second down, Barber. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down.
Defense.
So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
They'll run here with Barber. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
Second and 11 at the 44-yard line.
Here's Ellington. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. That's good for a Buccaneer first, a pickup of 12 yards.
That's another Buccaneers first down. First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
They'll run on first down. Barber. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down. They'll try to throw now. Winston. And that'll be incomplete. He was trying to find O.J. Howard, and it's third down. The Bucs on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is third down and 12. Caught. It's Ellington. And he'll get this only to about the 38 as they stop him a few yards shy of the line to gain. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. This is Logan. And he's able to get across midfield and down into Buccaneer territory. The Cardinals on third down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. Here it's 3rd and 3. Murray going to try to throw on third down. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Here's Andy Lee now. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll send you cross-state to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have all the stats and all the scores from games going on during another busy Sunday in the National Football League. And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted. Spotted at the 14-yard line. Gearing up to go again here on offense, Andre Ellington works his way back out there. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the second quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call in the West Coast offense, the long handoff? Yeah. Serve as your running play that way, as well as continue to feed him the football. Some of these runs now may pop bigger later in the game because of the effects of running it. Sometimes people after a while, they don't want to tackle him anymore, or they get tired, or they get out of position, or he runs through tackles. Continue to feed him the ball. He's having that kind of game.
Yeah, might they get him the ball in some space in some different ways here. Jameis now 11 of 15 through the air. Here's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Winston. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Again, it's Winston. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Hey. 4 down.
Jameis again. He's got Evans. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 41-yard line.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. From the red zone now, Winston. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. They'll throw again. Winston. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. So that one a hold, right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often, because that can be the make or break difference on a play. This time he had to grab a jersey in order to make the play happen. Got caught for the penalty.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. 3rd and long for Winston. He finds his tight end, Howard. That's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. Now it's scooped. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. The 30, 10, and he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down, so let's see what this is about. So that one will be accepted. Here's another first and goal, but from a little further back this time following the penalty. Now Murray. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on second and goal here. Murray now to throw, rolling to his right, and now he's going to use his legs. He turned that into a nice gain, gets him 8 yards closer for third down. The Cardinals forced to burn their third and final timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. From the 3-yard line again, they'll try and punch it in here on third and goal. From the gun on third down, Murray to the end zone, but it's incomplete. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And the kick by Gonzalez is good. And that will extend their lead here to 17-6. So they recovered the fumble, but ultimately could not take advantage of the short field.
Definitely a lost opportunity right there. I mean, they were in prime position to put 6 on the board. Ended up settling for 3.
And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Likely time for one final snap as they start out first and 10. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando, it's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thank you very much. More from you two in a minute, but first, let's take a spin around the NFL and see what's going on here in week.
There you have it. Halftime quickly over. Third quarter, here we go. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken at his 4. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. On the ground, Ellington. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a first down. So here's a first and 10 at the 38.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
They go back to the ground, this time Barber. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
No gain on the play. Brings up second and 10.
Looking to throw on second down. Winston throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. From the gun, Winston. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by DJ Swearinger. And they will finally stop him as he's down to the 40-yard line. First possession in the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
So here are the Cardinals to take over. They lost 2 straight coming in, but good news for them right now. They've got the lead and the football.
fire. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
After the turnover, here's Murray. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. They run with Logan. And he's taken down inside the 30.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Here's Murray. And he fires one incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a second and 10. On the carry, it's Logan. They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4.
A gain of 6 yards.
From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. And able to find Kirk complete. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And what can they do here on 2nd and goal? 3 red zone trips so far have yielded 2 touchdowns and a field goal. Steps away to his, and he will score. Touchdown, Cardinals. Kyler Murray, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cardinals push further out in front. We've seen this already from him in this game. 2nd time he's into the end zone with a rushing touchdown.
So the head coach is going to have a meeting with the owner this week. You know why? He's got to let the owner know, I know you wrote the check for his arm, but we're going to make him a part of our running game too. This guy can do it all. Let's see where he takes us.
Gonzalez to add the PAT. And the lead is up to 18 now.
Makes the score Cardinals 24.
That time a 6-play drive. And the play that polished it off was the touchdown run by Kyler Murray. This one fielded at the 5. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Boy, that is a 7-yard loss. 2nd down now. Jameis to throw it. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Brashad Perriman, but it's going to be 2nd down. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Here's Barber. Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Working out of the gun, Winston. And Brate, the tight end's got it. And he's going to get this to the 31, but that is still well short of what he needed. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
To throw again on 2nd down. Murray, he's got a man complete. It's Clay. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all. And now they're looking at 3rd down here. 3rd and 1, you had the run-pass option. Now not so much.
Yeah, it changes the play call, doesn't it? And that's probably a big reason why those offensive coordinators laminate their play sheets. You can't just rip them and tear them up when you're angry about something like that.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. A good kick, 49 yards. Just 3 on the return. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. Winston and the Bucs take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 26. They run on first down, but it only produces a gain of 2. It's 2nd down now. Terrell Suggs in on the tackle.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 28-yard line.
Now Ellington. And he works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
DJ Swearinger on the tackle. A 2-yard pickup brings up 3rd and 6.
They go play action. Winston. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Terrell Suggs in there for a milestone sack as that moves him past Hall of Famer Michael Strahan, who finished his career with 141.5.
I think we've seen this before. Someone's down 3 scores. That situation there, it's just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, a bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, 3rd quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted. And you can tell on the sideline, those faces are getting a little bit longer as this one goes. Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line.
And he's got to be fired up about that effort. I don't think he could have walked down and placed it any better than where he ended up putting the football. That was excellent.
And able to get it across the 10 to the 15. 12 yards to pick up. Good enough for an Arizona first. Now they have a little more space to maneuver from the 15, 1st and 10. They run again with Logan. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. On 2nd down now. It's Foster. And he's able to get up here to the 26.
He was brought down by Shaq. A pickup of 2 yards. And a Cardinals 1st down.
Throwing on 1st down is Murray. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Quick strike here, Murray to Fitzgerald. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. 1st down, Murray. This complete to the tight end, Clay. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Murray going to lead his guys up 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Murray gets this one to Isabella. And they'll get this down to the 10. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a 1st down.
It's a gain of 17 yards. 1st down, Cardinals.
On 1st down, it's Logan. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10.
Throwing on 2nd down, Murray. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off by M.J. Stewart. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
We take a look ahead at what's to come later tonight. Sunday Night Football, it'll be the Vikings and the Cowboys from AT&T Stadium in Arlington. And then tomorrow night, we've got the Seahawks and the Niners from Levi's Stadium. And we were in the Bay Area for the Raiders on Thursday night. Now right back out to watch the Niners on Monday night. The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. 14 yards there and a Buccaneer first down. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Hey, D-line, let's get in there. Let's get in there now.
Jameis now on first down. And his throw is incomplete. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10.
Tight end to the left, tight end left. 3 down.
Here's Winston. And this will be incomplete. The Bucs on 3rd down. Just a 20% success rate at 2 of 10. This is 3rd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Winston. That is caught. It's Perriman. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
Defense.
They stopped him shy of the marker, thought they were bringing up 4th down, and then that penalty.
Let's face it, they thought they had bent, but could absorb that, right? Instead, they broke as a result of their own penalty.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Big O.J. Howard, his intended target. And now it's 2nd down. Winston. Now they go screen. It's complete. 14 yards there and a Buccaneer first down. On 1st and 10, Winston. He's got this one complete to Perriman. Now the ball comes loose, and the Cardinals have got it, going the other way. And a very good return as he takes us all the way up to the 35-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. Now that turnover might just about do it. Here, 4th quarter, the lead that you've got, they can just run the football, run the clock.
Exactly right. They played smart, couple of first downs, and this one should just about be over.
Levante David, the Bucs leading tackler, 6 of the last 7 years in there to make the stop. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Hey, we got 4 down, 4 down.
They'll run on first down. Logan. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. On 2nd down, it's Logan. And he's able to get across midfield and down into Buccaneer territory. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. Murray to throw on 3rd and 1. And he's got his man. It's the tight end Clay. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down. On first down, Logan. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Logan. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've converted 6 times and could use a 7th here. This is 3rd down and 12. This is Foster. And he can only manage to take this thing to the 38, well shy of the first down. It's a gain of 5, but it'll lead to a 4th down.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
Well, they can probably live with that with this late lead in the 4th quarter. That's one of the few things that's gone wrong.
You're exactly right. This one was well in hand. That kick there was more for cosmetics, to add to their score. Not getting it, that shouldn't harm them at all.
Now left side on the swing pass.
Holding offense.
That hold coming from the left side of the line.
Hands got caught in the cookie jar on that one, and the flag came out. Penalty against them.
Winston now. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. The Bucs on 3rd down. They've had a lot of chances, but not much success, converting only 3 times. This is 3rd and 17. To throw is Winston. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. The Bucs go for it. It's Winston. And this is going to be incomplete. Bruce Arians takes a shot there, but his guys come up empty. Then the Cardinals will now take over with excellent field position. Well, they've clearly made a conscious decision here to be more aggressive in the late stages of this game here in the 2nd half.
And I get it. In this situation, if you want to be aggressive out near midfield, you feel good about your defense maybe, or just, hey, I thought I had a proper play call. But how about the guys that just stopped them? How good do they feel right now? Hey, you want to go for it here? We shut you down? They're over on the bench right now feeling great.
That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. On 3rd down, Foster. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now a handoff here to his running back. And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
He was brought down at the 28-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
They'll keep it on the ground. Logan. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. Completes it to Fitzgerald. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. And I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the 1st down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the 2nd half. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. But good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a 1st down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
47-yard line.
From the gun, Winston. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Byron Murphy, the first pick of the second round there defensively. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Throwing, Winston. And this is caught by Evans. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. Second down pass play got them 8 yards. Now they've got a third and a couple remaining. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Well, instead of fourth down after the incompletion, it'll be first down, roughing the passer.
Coaches love their defenses to be aggressive, but they want them to be smart as well. Have to leave the quarterback alone at a certain point.
And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here. An incomplete pass on second down leads us to 3rd and inches. Jameis again. Open man is Miller. He's got it. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 14 yards through the air. Caught the D off guard on 3rd and 1. And the pressure gets there, and Winston goes down. Robert Kimdichie has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
Well, surprise, surprise. 1st and goal at the 1. No quarterback sneak. No running play. They decide to throw for it, but the pressure got to him quickly and put the quarterback down.
And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. So reverse the celebration. We'll see if they have something else in their bag of tricks.
And isn't that always tough to watch when they score and you see the excitement, and then when they realize those points aren't going to count? Can they get it back together and find their way back to the end zone?
Well, in the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
The final score now from that game at Lambeau. And it was the Panthers that wound up winning that one. If they can hold on to that lead to the end, it would up their win total to 7. They'll run on first down. It's Logan. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Tackled by It's a pickup of 6.
So it's a win here for the Arizona Cardinals, and it was their defense that led the way, allowing just 3 points, that lone field goal in the entire second half.
And remember the old adage, offense sells tickets. Defense does what?
Wins championships.
And in this game, maybe a championship wasn't won, but a game was by the defense, right? Held them to just a field goal. That's a heck of a job. I mean, when they went out there with that determination and a pretty good game plan, pretty good idea of what they wanted to accomplish, just love the execution, love the tenacity, love the way they finished.
So for the Cards, it's a rare victory for them as they get that record back to 3-7. And they'll get another road test next week as they have to go to Santa Clara to take on the 49ers. Meanwhile, for Tampa Bay, the difficult season continues as they drop to 1-8. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week.